Yes, so we are looking at more Kimura from Turtle. Last time we looked at Declan was in the side ride position and he had the body lock, and we looked at the inside roll. So this time he hasn't got the body lock, he's got the tight waist grip, and he'll be controlling my bicep. His goal now is to get me onto my hip, so he'll be moving back, and then he'll lock harness control, and then he can start to take my back. So if he's in the side ride position and he has the tight waist grip and he hasn't locked the body lock, it's an outside roll, not an inside roll. So from our position I have base, I'm going to go wrist to wrist, and I'm going to come through deep and put the crook of my arm around Declan's right wrist. If he tries to pull that arm out, he ain't getting it. From this position I'm going to straighten my leg, my left leg, the one that's nearest to him. And then I'm going to put my right shoulder on the mat. My goal is to roll him to where he's no base, which is 45 degrees that way. From there I put my head on the mat. I'm going to roll him. We end up here. Now I'm bridging to come up on top. Just butt scoot this way, bro. So we're in control 4 from here. Lots of things we could do. We could mount and stuff. But we want the Kimura. His escape is to win the underhook. So I'm going to be loose with this. But as it comes up, I don't want him coming high, because now he can find the inside of his thigh. With his left hand. So as it comes up, I just intercept it, and now I'm pushing it to the mat, and we know how to finish from there. I get my elbow on the mat. I'm going to push his elbow in line with the shoulder, the trinity of power. I'll step over his head, and now from there we have Kimura from side control, which we covered in week 1. Let's get another angle on that one, bro. Just go from So we're here, he's made that grip. If he hasn't connected his hands, I find the wrist, and then I'm going the crook of my arm around his wrist. Try to pull that out, bro. He's connected to me. The leg that's nearest him straightens. I'm going to sweep him. Just turn this way. I'm going to sweep him over my right shoulder, 45 that way where he's no base. So I just straighten my inside leg, put my head on the mat, and then I just put my shoulder on the mat into control 4. So again from there, I'm going to bait him into underhooking, and when he does, I don't let him get that high. Pushing it towards the mat. Once I'm there, I get his elbow in line with the shoulder, lock the figure of 4, switch my base, step over his head, and get my elbow under his elbow. All the stuff that we did on week 1, we'll just do one more angle on that, maybe just from this side, it's perfect. So we're here. If he has not the body lock, it's outside roll, not inside roll. So I go wrist to wrist, crook of my arm around his arm, straighten my leg, put my head on the mat, I'm going to roll him over, and now from here, we just turn. So I'm in control 4, obviously options to mount from here, but I'm going to be loose with this and let him bring that underneath to work his escape. But I don't let it get high, and then I push it down. Take your time. The Kimura is tighter when I get his elbow in line with his own shoulder. Then I make my grips, and then from there I can step over his head, trinity of power, elbow under his elbow. We have Kimura from side control. So that's our first variation on the outside.